It's another episode of Moves and Reviews. It's your boys, Critique.
Watch your mouth.
And your man's T. Roy.
I'm done.
We back with another episode of Booze and Reviews. Make sure you turn on your notifications, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. There you go. See what I'm saying? Now we got a new one for you. It's a brand new one that just came out this year. We hitting y'all with the double up. You know what I'm saying? We hit y'all with Sinners. Now we coming back with another new one that's in the movie theaters. And the movie is Final Destination, Bloodlines. And so we're going to pass it over to the brother, Critique, and get us going.
All right. First of all, you're just going to give it on the, you might see the orange right here in the Tigers' hat. We're going to give it on there because how many times can we say that the Tigers has had and has the best record in the major league? Here we go. For about a month and a half, 2 months. We doing it. Watch your mouth. Now getting into Final Destination. It was my pick. I picked this movie because I picked up my daughter from a movie outing with her friends, and she loved it. And when I asked her about it, she said, "Y'all should do it. I think Troy would love it." And she had remembered that his favorite genre of movie was horror. She said that he would love it. He would get a kick out of it. So I called T-Roy and was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this. So fast forward, this movie, man, I'm not gonna lie. It had my butt tighter. You couldn't get a greased BB in there because my ass was so tight. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I clenched my pearls. My stomach went to my back. I'm telling you, my thing looked like it was a little turtle that went inside and it looked uncircumcised, all type of things. But I have never, ever seen a gorier movie that I would call a horror comedy. It was really a horror comedy, a com horror. How you doing? You a rom-com, a com horror, right. Something, but this movie, and they about to get on me because I can never remember this word, but the cinematography was good. Did I say it right? That one. I tried. The premise was good. Of course, we all know the plot of Final Destination. It's death coming for you. You can try to escape it. You can have a sixth sense about how it's gonna come. Everybody do. I'm working on myself, like, to try to figure out how it comes, because I don't want to go through what these cats went through. It was so gory that I really did have to watch cartoons after I watched this movie, get my man out, because I watched it that night. I didn't think he was going to do it, but like I said, man, this movie was good. This movie was good. My favorite genre is horror as well, but this just took the cake. This was on some 2K horror shit. Like there is, like I said, I thought nothing was ever going to top. I would say Friday the 13th, number 4, maybe Halloween 1 and 2. Nightmare on Elm Street, huh?
You put it over these movies?
Man, I didn't jump. I never jumped this much in a movie in my life.
I know how that is, but I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, now, I was about to say, maybe that was the point, but, and maybe old school horror movies, you can see, once Jason or Mike start walking towards somebody and they run, they about to get guts. So this movie, the surprise, the acting was, it was only one well-known actor, I would say, in this, and you know what I'm saying, if y'all seen it, you'll see him, and I don't want to get that away because it's kind of special, but I jumped out my drawers like 2-3 times, and it was because, like, things was jumping out at you, it was gory. It was like it made, I don't know, man. It made Jason look like Ted Bundy. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing about it, like the only killer that can really make Jason look like Ted Bundy is death. It's death. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made this movie like it's up there. Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff. It's up there. I haven't ranked it yet. You know, I haven't had time.
Okay.
You know, I'm still waiting for my little turtle to come out. But I haven't ranked it yet. But this movie. It went up there. Like it's up there, and like death. Like just the premise of death being the killer. That kind of is dope to me. But there's a lot of favorite parts. I just want to talk about my one little favorite part, and then I'm gonna give my I'm gonna give my rating. I had actually all the killing scenes were good. It's hard to choose, but if I had to choose, I would have to choose this part where it was right after a character escaped death, and you find out later why he did. And it was somebody else's turn, and it happened in the background, and it happened so funny.
Okay.
It was a 3-parter. It was some kids in the lawn playing with a soccer ball. She got nailed in the head, and it was it seemed like it was a bicycle kick from Lionel Messi. Hit her right in the head. She went into a garbage can right when the garbage can was getting picked up on garbage day. And she got that work. They tried to save her, and it didn't happen. And everybody, I mean, it's like people's faces was coming off the skull. And she got it bad. And like I said, like it is art. Like you can argue any scene is the best, but I think they all was top tier. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this movie. And believe me, I'm trying to think of a reason not to give it a full cup. You know what? I'm going to give it 3/4 of a cup. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to stand on 100. Reason? It's so personal. Because it scared the fucking shit out of me. It scared me. And I didn't like it. My family was upstairs. And I know I know my son was like, ugh, you a bitch. But I have never been in a movie store where I was like, oh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna stand on it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be truthful with the boys, and I'm gonna be truthful with y'all. I nutted up on pretty much every scene because it was such a surprise and it was so gorgeous. So personally, I'm gonna give it 3/4 of a cup because I didn't like being bitched up. Professionally, I give it a full cup though. I give it a full cup.
Okay, full cup.
Yeah. So basically able to see this movie now. I had to go back and remember which one was the one that I saw. But I have seen in this franchise, this is the 6th one in the franchise. I've probably seen maybe 2 or 3 out of all of the movies. This would be my 3rd movie to see.
Okay.
And most of the time, I did not go to see the movie. It was already on wherever I was at, or somebody else was watching it, and I was watching it with them.
Okay.
So, with that being said, storyline of this movie is good. I think all of the ideas that they came up with in this movie was good. You go to, the linking of so many things. From the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. There's one thing that I want you guys, and this is my challenge to y'all, come back to the page and put it in here about what you thought. But what was the one thing that was at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie? And you can come back and put it in the comments. We'll talk about that after we come off the air. But what was the one thing that was at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie? Also,
somebody dying.
Yeah, definitely that.
That's nice.
Okay, let's see, there it is. But no, there's one thing. There's a small thing in this movie at the beginning and the end.
Okay.
But no, when you if you're looking for a horror movie, this is definitely it. If you like the smash, splash, gory, suddenness, this is the movie for you. Because you definitely don't know. You can kind of feel when something's going to happen, but you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know when it's going to happen.
Right.
And so and I think that is the charm of the whole Final Destination. They are what, Dynasty? Because they got 6.
Yeah, we call it
They whole franchise. They whole franchise.
It's 6.
This is the whole thing that they're built off of. They're also built off of storyline. This storyline had to click. It had to be right on point, and it was. I think my scene in the movie, I would have to say, and again, some of y'all might cringe, where some of us are going to laugh. And
Yes, we will.
I found myself kind of doing both a little bit. But I definitely laughed at the scene at the barbecue with the father. Crazy stuff, though.
Oh, he caught it.
Well, the whole idea is, how big really was that shard of glass? Because once he kind of like had his issue with it,
yeah,
or maybe they went over the top with the CGI. Maybe that's what it was. But it went all the way through. It went all the way through.
Yeah.
So
it did.
So long story short, like, how is he actually going to rank that? You know what I'm saying?
True.
How is that going to be drawn?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at this point, this movie is supposed to catch your adrenaline and get you going with that. So once it happened, it was like, oh!
Right.
And then here come the next thing. Oh! So this is that movie. You get the O's, the oohs, and the ah. I mean, well, not the eyes, but the oohs.
I sharded.
But I mean, like I say, it's the suddenness, man. You don't know what's going to happen, and it's like, oh, so you get that, and I think that it delivered on all of that. I'm gonna wait until your review before I go into the other side of this that I brought up, but
Okay.
it's one of the. I would have to say this is probably one of the successful franchises of movies because we're at 6, and they have stuck to the script.
Yeah.
They have stuck to the script. And, I mean, hey, now, I would have to give this movie, based on it being in its wheelhouse and staying true to form, I would have to give it a full cut. But I had to look at another movie that we just did, and I was like, man, I can't give it more than that. I can't give it more than that.
More than what, Sinners?
Yeah, I can't give it more than Sinners. But I think we might have an omission. We might have an omission coming up with that. We might have to.
I'm gonna change. I'm changing mine.
We might have an omission coming up with that. But basically, for sticking to script and everything, man, I gotta give it. I'm gonna go with the 3/4 cup.
Okay.
But again, something good. You know what I'm saying? Maker's Mark. No Night Train, no Mad Dog. But it's definitely get the Maker's Mark. Get you some Johnny Walker.
Okay.
Get you some Johnny Walker.
We'll do that. We can do that.
And so I'm gonna stick with that. But yeah, definitely go see this movie if you like jumping, you like the thrills, the chills. It's gonna give you all that.
Okay.
Where you at, T-Roy?
Bring your colostomy bag.
So yeah, I got a long history with these movies. Shout out to my man Brandon. He put me on to this whole franchise. I remember him telling me back in the day in the barbershop, like, got this movie where it's like people just getting messed up. They, getting blown up, thrown off of planes, hugged, hit by trucks.
Boy.
And I was like, oh, put it on. Let's see what it is. And I got a dark sense of humor, so I have an automatic bias with all these movies. The whole Final Destination franchise, I would say 2 was probably the apex of the whole franchise.
Okay.
We on to 6 right now with Bloodlines. I would say off top, I'm gonna give it 3/4 cup. And that's a confident 3/4. The kills were excellent. You don't really look for great acting in these movies. You just want to see how creative the kills are.
Right. Yeah.
You also looking for a decent storyline that kind of sticks with the whole with the franchise.
Right.
So yeah, 3/4 cup.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off. I was totally
He's sick, y'all.
the total opposite of how Critique was.
Man,
I was down, I watched it and yeah, I laughed. I laughed a lot. It added to the franchise.
Yeah.
I thought what was special was rest in peace to Tony Todd. He passed away recently. This was his last film that he did before passing away from I think he had stomach cancer.
Yes.
So this was his last movie.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you kind of could notice his appearance. You kind of notice it in his appearance in the movie that he kind of lost a lot of weight and everything. So
it was noticed so much I didn't even know it was him, y'all.
Yeah.
Word up, dead ass. We talked about that before we came on.
So
I didn't even know it was
the
him.
credits.
Yeah. That's how much. He appears different.
And his character William Bloodworth has always been a staple in the whole franchise of like letting the characters know like what's going on.
Yeah, that's dope.
about that.
I never thought of that.
And in this movie, they gave him sort of a backstory. You kind of know where he comes from because he's always been a mysterious character in all the other movies. And this one, they gave him like give you a backstory where he came from. So rest in peace to Tony Todd.
R.I.P.
Yep.
So I wanted to go in on one thing.
What's up?
So with this movie, or the franchise, right?
Right.
This franchise has been okay. So this movie, it took $50 million to make this movie.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was mostly spent in the acting and the CGI.
Special effects.
And let's throw Tony Todd in there.
Yeah, I'm about to say he probably was
You threw him
paid.
some extra. Yeah, you threw him some extra.
But then, these movies are like based in Canada and they get a lot of Canadian actors. I don't know if the movie's gonna change it up.
Boy, you hit it. Because I thought Northwest America.
No.
But with the lumber trucks.
It's a lot of Canadian. I went back to the older movies. There's a lot of Canadian actors in these movies.
Damn.
See, I thought that.
And they probably film a lot of this shit in Canada. Vancouver,
That
shit
idea
like
here.
So-
That idea here.
So you saw the lumber trucks, right?
Yeah.
That's what made me think.
Yeah, Canada.
That's what made me think Northwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
That's what made me think of that area. But okay, it's right next to Canada.
Now, the first two movies were supposed to be based in New York. But when you say New York, you kind of can film anywhere and say it's New York.
Right.
As long as you have a metropolis or downtown, you can say it's Manhattan. But
Man, but that lead, that's always on the thing. So with this franchise, the way that it can work, so $50 million, the way that it can work, I don't have to have a lot of name brand actors.
No.
I can go get a whole new fresh cast every
Exactly.
time because I'm bringing a whole new story to it.
And they all gonna die in the end.
Yeah,
in the
we're
movie.
gonna
right.
keep
It's a
going on.
movie.
You
Yeah.
ain't got to worry about doing the movie again.
Yeah.
Fuck Canada. Kill them all. Kill them all.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
It
then,
makes sense.
And then for some reason I got off into the ethnicity of the family. And you saw the dad. The dad looked Asian, but then you could also say Native American Indian.
Yeah.
Native
also-
American.
Yep, and also the remember the mom your favorite scene, the backyard scene. Remember the chick that came and got the pitchfork from up under the trampoline?
So that was.
She also looked kind of Native American.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a white, but it's more of an off-white.
Yeah.
I mean that's the best way I can put it. But I kind of felt Native American type deal. And the lead actor.
Yeah. Yeah, and the lead actor, she
Yeah, I think she's Filipino. Her and her younger brother are both.
Yeah.
They Filipino.
Filipino. I kept thinking Mexican, but there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kind of get that look, but
Yeah.
this is how it can be so successful for six.
Yeah.
In this movie, and they're not flopping, they're flipping.
Yeah.
They're not flopping.
How much did it
if
make?
it took 50, they're supposedly, right now, what it's been out for close to a month. It's been out for close to a month. This boy is catching maybe 253.
Damn.
Maybe catching 253.
I ain't surprised. Word is catching on.
And her name is Caitlin.
Yeah.
Her name is Caitlin.
Caitlin Santa Juana?
Yep, Santa Juana.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
So what?
Now her and her younger brother, they are Filipino.
Okay.
Canadian and Filipino.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, there's no big name.
Yeah, you don't need big names. Like Tony Todd is the biggest name.
And I feel like that's where the success of this movie comes from. If I don't have to pay all my actors a lot, and they can still make a name for themselves, and hey, and still do a good job.
I can do more. I got more money to do CGI. I got more money to do location.
You definitely gonna need
When you look at it, you really don't need big names. Like, you're not gonna call on Denzel Washington to be in the movie 5 minutes. Right.
And
you don't get hit by a train. Like, you'd be pissed about that.
Even though I would love to see it. I would love to see how Death would come for Denzel.
He'd be like, get your fucking hands off.
So Death.
But see,
you want to come for me now? You want to come? Well, come. Yeah, I would love it. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
he wouldn't die.
He would get stabbed up and then walk off.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Good.
Yeah. But to your point that you made about Halloween and Freddy or whoever, right? Because you can watch that character.
Yeah.
You can't watch Death. It's wind. You see the wind blowing the wind child.
Yeah, and in these movies, Death is an entity. It's like an energy. It's like,
that's why it's so sudden.
Y'all remember I don't know if y'all remember the first movie, like one of the characters got killed and the toilet was leaking and it made the person slip in the bathroom and they hung themselves. And then when they died, the water disappeared back into the toilet. Like, it never happened.
See what I'm saying?
So it made it look like a suicide. You know what I'm saying? When they hung themselves in the toilet.
But the person is invisible. There's no way you can follow
it's energy.
Yep.
It ain't no physical appearance.
That's what makes the whole like the premise of these movies. That's what make them good. That's what make it that much more better. Because you're right, it's not a person. It's an entity. You don't know when it's coming. That's the fucked up part. That's what had me.
Well, they give you little hints.
Yeah.
You know, the hose filling up with water.
You survive some crazy shit. Just expect to get killed afterwards.
Right. Oh, it's coming.
But they give you the shots though to follow. They give you like little breadcrumbs through the movie. Right. So the backyard scene that I talk about, it started with. It probably started before this, but the beer being sat down.
Yeah.
And then they followed it with the camera. Yeah. And then boom, they went to everything else. So they give you the little breadcrumbs to follow.
And something spills on something and it affects this and it knocks this down.
But there's so many of them that you could get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
because at the end of that scene, the beer really ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
See?
And that's how they get you like, oh, what's gonna happen with that beer? And when at the end, and then they give you the shard glass, then they give you the tearing of the trampoline, then they show you the rake up under there. And you don't know, okay, homegirl come and get the rake, so like, damn, how that's gonna come to play? But
hey man, these movies is funny as hell. I don't care what you I enjoy watching all of them. Even the ones I don't like, I like watching because they are like.
But here's another thing though. So after the one person starts trying to tell everybody, hey, once everybody start doing that, right? And then they blow that person off, or they fucking crazy. Yeah. Then another death happens. Why isn't everybody protective at that point? They still trying to move around.
Yeah, it always take like 5 or 6 more people to
get
train blown up, decapitated. To them be like, oh, okay, so maybe this is a thing. Like
now, tell us. Now, what did you say? What did you say 4 deaths ago?
Right. Yeah. The way the dad got taken out would have really made me. I would have been like, hold the fuck on. Really?
We was back here on the trampoline chilling.
Lawnmower to the face?
Yeah, dog.
No, they ain't cooking no ribs. They ain't gonna cook no ribs.
No.
I don't even know what they doing. Oh, they had burgers and some other
burgers.
Yeah, so that's what it was. But, man, nah. I just like, you gotta be more protective. At that point, like, okay, she crazy. But when you pull up to her house and you see how this house is laid out.
Yeah, she had a fortune.
Bro.
Yeah.
It can't be.
And she had that premonition from, what was it, 1968?
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Came back for everybody. So.
Tried to go out with her husband and have a good time.
And that was messed up because she was bad back in ’68. And she was fine as hell.
But saved all them people.
Yeah, death will age your ass too. When it was present day and the homegirl went to Irish crib, man, she looked like the crib keeper on crack. I mean, but you know what? She stayed alive. But y'all,
who the hell is he?
Yeah, I love Iris when she was just like, you know what, I'm tired of this. And if you didn't came to my house,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you gotta see it, bitch, step back, watch this.
And she told her.
Watch this.
Hold my beer.
Right, hold my beer. And
She told her, step
yeah, MVP of the movie is Iris. I gotta say it.
Yeah.
I got to. And I'm
But she
talking
tried to
present
help
day
them all, but
Iris. Yeah.
they wasn't listening.
I'm talking present day Iris. 68 Iris was good. She would have caught it, like, you know what I'm saying? She could get it, but to present day Iris, like MVP, like, you know, she did it for the family, and I'm big on that, you know what I'm saying? She was like, if you gotta see it, right? Did you see when she was coming out the door? She was like, oh, I forgot. And Jeff was like, come on, bitch.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
I dare you to step off the court. I dare you.
Hey, they focus right on the threshold line.
Yeah.
You hear
That
the
was-
wind and the ambiance,
The
kind of
chimes
shine.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
She looked like
Come on.
Yeah, and he was like, you know what, that was deep. That part was deep, and she was like, okay, you know what, she done came here, it's time to pass the reins. And she was like, I forgot homegirl's name, but she yelled her name.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, she was like,
That's
stop.
her name.
And she was like, okay, here we go. She went and gave her that book like, I'm tired. Like,
Yeah.
Iris was tired. You could tell by her hair,
That's
her
on somebody
skin.
else.
Right, you know, she ain't had no dick in a while, probably. And she was
Boy, she was locked up in there tight.
She was.
Yeah,
She
she
was.
was.
And she even started with when she was in there talking to Steph. You see how she had stopped it the one time?
Yeah.
She had threw something at something. She's like, I got you, you motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah, came in the house. The devil was like, Iris was dope.
She was fighting them off the whole movie.
Yeah.
Tried to help, but too bad.
Oh,
Show
my
ass,
goodness.
Mr. Postman.
Yeah, y'all pay attention to Iris when y'all watch this.
Yeah, but
She was
remember,
dope.
the one thing, and I want you to put it in the comments, what was the one thing that was at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie? Now, T. Roy already said somebody
I don't know.
died. He said somebody died.
That was my safe.
I'm going to talk to them about it after we get off of here.
My answer is.
Oh, I got an idea.
My answer is right off with, because I can't officially play. What was at the beginning of the movie and was at the end?
Yeah.
Credits. I would say credits.
Man.
Because we're going on some deep shit right now.
Yeah.
And I ain't,
Man, it's going to trip y'all out when I say it.
Okay.
It's going to trip y'all out.
I got an idea.
I can't wait to
I
hear
think
it.
I got an idea.
Man, so look,
We'll put it in the comments.
that's our review. Final Destination, Bloodlines.
Go see it.
Man, definitely go check out this movie.
Get a laugh.
It's in the movie theaters still, and then it's probably streaming now as well.
Yep.
So you can check it out on any platform you want to do it. And if you like horror, and you like the blood, the gore, the suddenness of things, this movie gonna definitely give it to you. Hey, it's your boy.
Critique, watch your mouth.